Hi there, Year 6, Thursday. Fantastic. Well done for your work this week. We've really enjoyed looking at it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to now assess the effectiveness of our writing. So as we always do at the end of a piece of writing, hopefully yesterday you'll have finished your first draft of your letter. And today you're now going to look at proofreading, editing and improving that letter. So the first thing I want you to do, just as we would do in class, is for you to proofread your writing. Now, if you've got somebody there with you, you could read it to them or read it out loud to yourself, because that's my top tip. When we read something aloud to ourselves, we really notice if we've missed any words, rather than skim reading and jumping over where we think we've included a word, but actually it's missing. So really important to do that proofread first. After that, I want you to have a look at these two questions and to check that your letter has that right impact on your reader. So remember back to our toolbox, the impact on the reader we wanted to have was to reassure and inform. So the first question, have you reassured your mother by keeping a positive tone? Is your letter a positive letter? Is it upbeat? And secondly, have you informed your mother by answering her questions? Think back to the letter that we received from the mother and think back to those questions that she asked. Have you answered those questions and given details about your experience? So look at the toolbox again and think about those techniques you can use to have that impact. So giving those details, have you added that information to show when things happen, to show your weekly routine? Have you added extra additional detail using relative clauses or parentheses? And finally, have you punctuated your writing correctly when you've used these techniques? If you've used a relative clause, have you included those commas before and after the clause? Look back again at the examples of the techniques. If you've used parentheses, have you used a comma, dash or brackets to show that? After you've done these three things, I want you to make any edits or additions that you've noticed that you need to add to your work to achieve that impact on your reader. And after that, again, I want you to proofread again, because sometimes when we make these edits and we add in this extra detail, we will add that in quickly and we'll make a mistake or we miss out some punctuation. So again, do a proofread aloud to yourself or somebody if you're working with somebody to check it all makes sense. And then after that, final check of your spellings. Check against the word bank from the other day and also against any spelling list that you've got with you. Or if there are any spellings you know you always make that mistake with, because is a good one, or beautiful. Check those spellings. Once you've done this proofread, edit and improve today and followed these 6 steps, you can start to think about how you want to publish this letter. Because again, we'd love to include these letters in our World War II scrapbooks when you come back to school. So you can start this today, or at least plan it out, because remember, if we want to tea stain some paper, it's always better to do that a little bit in advance, so you're able to then, you're not waiting too long to write on the paper. So you can plan that out today and then use your Flexible Friday tomorrow to publish your letter. So as this is a letter, you could handwrite it. And as I've said before, you could stain it with some tea. You could add some illustrations or perhaps some photographs if you'd rather, if you find some photographs on the computer or some little illustrations of some images. I've added some pictures here. I've said you to use your imagination, but here we've got Marsha Williams's My Secret War Diary, which is absolutely lovely. I don't know if you've looked at it before, but it's got all these little illustrations. It is a diary, but if this is an informal letter to your mother, you could include some little drawings to accompany the explanation and descriptions that you've given. So use those as a little idea as well. We'd love to see your work, so please remember to share it with us, and we can then share it on Twitter to help inspire other children to send in their work and to do their writing as well. And I'm really excited to see what you get up to and how you choose to illustrate and design your writing. All right then, I'll speak to you next week. Well, actually I won't, because it's half term, so have a fantastic half term, and I look forward to catching up with you after half term. All right then, bye.